Outside to start the at-bat, 1-0. Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. And he takes a cold strike one.
He might want that pitch back, up and away. That's a pitch you can really drive if you have the right approach towards that opposite field gap.
1-2 now. The 1-2. Swing and a little tapper, but it gets foul.
When you have two strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
Counts even to Hayward, 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Well, I think that pitch is the result of a lot of foul balls. He might have tried to do a little bit too much with it, trying to get him to swing through it, but it just ended up taking off on him.
Hit weakly back to the mound. And a good throw gets him 1 gone. Ready once again, Addison Russell. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First offering on its way. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Russell behind 0-2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts. Micah Welch will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. Ball 1. He'll enter play here with that average down in the low 200s. 1 home run and 3 driven in. A ball and a strike. The 1-1. Here's a fastball looked at for a strike. The 1-2. Hit out towards second. And that finds its way through for a base hit. So the bottom of the inning is still alive after the 2-out base hit.
Hey, that's a nice piece of hitting right there. 2-out base knock to put the winning run on base. Let's see if someone can catch a gap and end this thing.
Second baseman, number 9.
Here's Javier Baez. As the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. He's got a chance to end this one and send these fans home happy if he can get a ball deep enough into the gap.
Didn't catch the corner there, but you can see he was trying to jam him with that running action on that 2-seam fastball.
A ball and 2 strikes now. And a slider, called strike 3 as he couldn't pull the trigger and the side is retired. 1. And now here's the versatile outfielder Albert Almora Jr. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game. First pitch coming, here it is. A knee-high sinker, tough pitch, strike 1.
You know, you look at this hitter, he doesn't care about being down 0-1. He doesn't care about having 2 strikes with him. He's got the utmost confidence in his ability to work back into the count and get him something over the heart of the plate.
And the 0-2 here is fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the 2-seamer, and that's out number 1.
Anytime a pitcher locates a fastball on the inside corner, it's going to be a tough pitch to hit. That one was spot on, and he had no answer for it.
Rick Ryan.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. That's on the inside corner to put him behind here, 0-2. Another 0-2. A breaking ball swung on and missed, and he's set down for the 2nd time this afternoon.
No better way to minimize the potential damage a cleanup hitter can do than to strike out both guys in front of him. Always a confidence boost when you can sit down the guys at the top of the lineup.
Popped him up. Alfaro is there to make the catch, and that means we've got more baseball ahead. So nothing happening this. Andrew Knapp will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 15.
Several good offensive performances in this one, but none better than the one turned in by the guy you see right there. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, no question. He was a tough out up there. Ended up collecting 3 knocks, including a home run. So without him in the lineup, I think this might have been a different story.
7-4 the final finish today. Shane Green claims the win out of the pen, his first. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa.
Puts us 4.5 games back.
Number 24 is ready, and he'll take the ball from the manager.
Number 24.
Now at the plate, Christian Walker. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far.
First baseman.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Walker.
Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. The windup and the 0-1. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Henson waits on it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. John Ryan Murphy will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Number 36. John Ryan.
Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Down the left field line and deep. And this will wind up a foul ball. Murphy is just shy of 6 feet at 5'11". Right-handed batter and thrower. He was taken in the second round back in the 2009 MLB draft.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
The 1-0. And this ball swung on and hit to center field, and this should do it. He brings it in, and the Phillies have put an end to their 4-game slide as this ball game is over. This evening's game comes to an end, 5-4 the final tally. The Phillies came through late, taking the lead in the 8th.
This manager is hoping to stoke the competitive fire of his pitchers.
Number 24 takes the mound as he's been called upon to pitch. Digging in, the switch hitter, Cesar Hernandez. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered one hit to the top three guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
Changeup gets him out in front for strike two. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
When your closer comes in and strikes out the first guy he faces, everyone on the team can kind of take a deep breath. Still have 2 more outs to get, but retiring that leadoff guy is always huge when you're trying to shut a game down.
Now that's popped up. Now it is over, and he tucks it away for the second out. Now the Giants' number 4 batter, Brandon Belt, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. No balls and a strike to count. And now this crowd, announced at around 33,000, come to their feet. Last strike here for the Giants. San Francisco, good night. And tonight's ends as a 3-0 shutout win. The Philadelphia Phillies jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Vince Velasquez earns win number 4 on the season as he goes 6+ innings and allows only a pair of base hits. Number 24 closes the door for the save, his 8th of the season. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners, Dan, please. Number 24 is on, and he'll take over on the mound in relief.
Number 24.
Nick Castellanos now. He went deep last time up.
The bottom of the ninth, third baseman, Nick Castellanos.
Ready. Here's the first offering. Started that swing a bit too early. 0-1. Here's the pitch. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time.
Anytime a pitcher locates a fastball on the inside corner, it's going to be a tough pitch to hit. That one was spot on, and he had no answer for it.
The pitch. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
You know, you look at this hitter, he doesn't care about being down 0-1. He doesn't care about having 2 strikes with him. He's got the utmost confidence in his ability to work back into the count and get him something over the heart of the plate.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike one.
Oh, man, he's got a chance to strike out the side on 9 pitches. 7 down, 2 to go.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Got him. So he's down on strikes for the second time here tonight. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. We're back to Friday Night Baseball. Eduardo Escobar will get the nod from his skipper to pinch hit, and he'll do so in a big...
Hey, it took them an extra frame to do it, but hey, they're not going to complain as they lock up a nice road victory here in 10 innings.
8-3 tonight. Number 24 claims the win out of the pen, his first. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Beck. Number 24 will take the ball now as the new pitcher.
Number 24.
Leading off the inning, Wilson Ramos, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Hey, not impossible, but highly improbable. Even when you're at home to score 3 runs off a closer like this guy, they've got the work cut out for him.
Slider, good 2-strike pitch, but it misses 1-2. The 1-2. Very weakly on the ground, but that one rolls foul.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
When your closer comes in and strikes out the first guy he faces, everyone on the team can kind of take a deep breath. Still have 2 more outs to get, but retiring that leadoff guy is always huge when you're trying to shut a game down.
Nicholas Castellanos is the batter now as he looks at a ball of 1-0. Count is even, 1-1 to Nicholas Castellanos. Into the corner and slicing foul. The 1-2. Back up the middle. Crawford fields it cleanly. On to first, and that means the Cardinals are down to their final out now. Digging in to try it again, Marcell Ozuna. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the ninth. First pitch coming. Here it is. No balls and 1 strike. Wind up and the 0-1. And here's a foul ball just off to the right as they get ahead of him here. 0-2. Cardinals down to their final strike here. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2.
This is a big out to get right here. This is their best hitter. He's a great hitter, and he's a guy that kind of spark plug. He gets this team going. So if I'm on the mound right now, you really want to try to get this guy out to hopefully keep them from getting a potential big inning started.
Chopped toward the second baseman. High hop, and he barehands it. What a play. And just like that, this one is over. 6-3 the final score today. Philadelphia used a 3-run seventh to help propel them to.
A player is entreated to keep developing the skills that are vital to his makeup.
Number 24 enters from the bullpen to do the pitching.
Number 24.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Carlton McKenzie. And these guys are making a little push here. You have to like the effort despite the odds.
Yeah, you really do, Matt. Look, they still have a significant hill to climb, but hey, they string a couple of hits together here, and all of a sudden this thing feels doable.
That's up.
Popped him up. Alfaro shading to his right, makes the catch, and that's the ball game. 4-0 the score tonight. The Phils took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Nick Pivetta earns the win. Number 24 takes the mound as he's been called upon to pitch.
Number 24.
Digging in, Michael Conforto, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game.
They look like they're up against it here, down 3 on the road, trying to come back against a closer.
Now the 1-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
Here comes the first pitch.
Third baseman.
Ball 1. The 1-0 is a sinker that misses for a ball.
Now with the 2-0 count and the power at the plate, it could be fireworks time. This is the kind of count he makes his money in.
Swinging on 2-0, and it's chopped foul at the plate. 1 out, nobody on. 2-2.
You know, I think that curveball in the previous pitch had him thinking about getting another one, because there's no reason he shouldn't have had a big rip at that fastball. That was right in every hitter's happy zone.
Henson is there, and he has it for the out. Next up from New York, Wilmer Flores. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. 1-0 the count. And he lays off the pitch up and in, ball 2. The 2-0 on the way. There's a swinging bunt up the line. And he'll step on first for the out, and the ball game is over. 7-4 is the final score in tonight's game. Philadelphia used a nice 5th inning to take the lead. Number 24 gets the call from the bullpen to pitch in relief.
Number 24.
Here now is the catcher, Tyler Flowers. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
Looking for base runners here as they're down 2 playing on the road. Not an easy thing to do, trying to score runs or bunch hits together off of a closer.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a swing and a miss on the fastball, and there's the first out here in the 9th. Evan Gattis will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. A ball and no strikes. The average sits at .303 entering play. 6 home runs and 15 RBIs. And the sinker is over here, and that evens things at 1. Here's the 1-1 delivery. And this is fouled at the plate. The 1-2. Sent on the ground out to second. Henson takes it in. Throw on to first, and the Mets are down to their final out. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Mason Ibarra. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. Chopped weakly to the left. Throw on to first to take care of him, and the Phillies have taken games 1 and 2 here at home as this one is over. And this evening's contest comes to a close. 5-3 the final. The Philadelphia Phillies came through late.
Good job.
Number 24 is on, and he'll take over on the mound in relief.
Number 24.
Digging in and looking for more, John Ryan Murphy. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far.
They look like they're up against it here. Down 3 on the road, trying to come back against a closer.
The windup and the 0-1. And flirting with danger on a changeup that missed high for a ball.
If I'm on the mound right now, I know I'm in the hitter's head. He was definitely sitting soft. I might speed him up and elevate it right here.
And a swing and a miss at the curveball. A great pitch call there, and that's the first out here in the 9th. Fletcher Ulrich will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. Popped him up. And that'll take care of the pinch hitter here for out number 2. Back to the top spot in the Arizona lineup now, and stepping in, Miguel Valdez. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. This is line to left. And that is in there for a 2-out base knock. And that'll bring in Starling Marte with 2 away.
Hey, guys, there had to be something in the scouting report right there. For him to be on top of that 0-0 changeup the way he was, that was pretty special.
Now batting, center fielder, Starling Marte.
The 0-1 delivery. Now a pitch runs in on him here. One fouled off to the right side. Arizona down to its last strike. And he gets strike 3 called to end it here. And with that, this one is over. A 4-1 finish in this evening's game. The Philadelphia Phillies used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Number 24 will take the ball now as the new pitcher. Wilmer Flores will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run. And a first pitch sinker is over for strike 1. The 0-1. This pitch is popped up, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. Inside, as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2. The 1-2. Swing and a liner. But that finds the first baseman's glove, and that's a tough first out. Now back to the top of the Mets order, digging in, Mason Ibarra. He got called out on strikes his last time through. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. Wind up and the 0-2 pitch. And here's a changeup in there for a called 3rd strike, and that's the 2nd out of the inning.
Flat out locked him up with the changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
Right over the middle, knee high. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And this is swung on and missed, so now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight.
Hey, guys, that's just a nasty pitch right there. I can't tell you how many nightmares I've had about nasty sliders, and that's exactly what that was right there.
And this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and that'll hold the count at 0-2. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
Well, you don't want to get caught looking for the final out. That's a tough pitch. 1-1-1. Impressive that he did.
And he'll step on first for the out, and the ball game is over. And tonight's 1-run game comes to an end, 6-5, the final. Philadelphia led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Nick Pivetta earns win number 4 on the season. Robert Gesellman was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. Number 24 is ready, and he'll take the ball from the manager.
Number 24.
Ready once again, Wilmer Flores. He was a ground out victim last time up. 3rd baseman hugging the line here. Now the first pitch. Tapped up the first baseline. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Fastball got him looking, as that had 2-seam action on it. 1 gone.
When your closer comes in and strikes out the first guy he faces, everyone on the team can kind of take a deep breath. Still have 2 more outs to get, but retiring that leadoff guy is always huge when you're trying to shut a game down.
Here's a 2-seamer inside to start the at-bat. It's 1-0.
As long as you actually get it inside, that 2-seam fastball running towards the hands is a really good pitch.
Altair will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Lays off 1-0. Ready with the 1-0 now to Bruce. Looks at a sinker on the outside corner. The 1-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. The Mets down to their final strike. 2-2 pitch just missed.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you.
Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. And he gets strike 3 called to end it here. And with that, this one is over. A close one, 9-8 at the end of the game in this one. Luis Garcia. Number 24 enters from the bullpen to do the pitching. Digging in to try it again, Zue Lin. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
So the leadoff man gone to start the top of the 9th as we take a look at league saves leaders entering play. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Nolan Arenado. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Outfield in the no doubles defense. Now the first pitch. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Pham is there, and folks are starting to head for the exits now. 2 gone here in the 9th. Striding in once again, Chris Stanley. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. Drilled down the line. This gets foul. It's 0-1. 2-run game, last of the 9th with 2 away. 1-1 now the count to the Marlins first baseman. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2.
He would have had to go with the old school Tommy Hawk approach on that one if he wanted to get on top, but he was able to lay off it.
Henson is up with it. Throw on to first. He'll take care of him. And the Phillies have taken game 1 of the series on the road as the ball game is over. This evening's game finishes 2-0 the final score. The Phillies jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Ben Lively earns his 6th winning decision. Number 24 is on, and he'll take over on the mound in relief. Marco Hernandez steps in. And Dan, what's gone wrong for this lineup today? They're only 3 outs away from being shut out.
Boy, you know, I just haven't seen a lot of fight in these at-bats. Now, of course, plenty of credit goes to that pitching, but the effort on the offensive side has been pretty lethargic watching from up here in the booth, Matt.
Yeah, I would imagine it feels the same from watching in the stands in this one. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. One away. So the leadoff man gone to start the top of the ninth as we take a look at league saves leaders entering play. And as you see, he's up near the top, currently tied for second in that category in the National League. Digging in once again, Chris Stanley, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. Strike one to start the at-bat. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first two men he faces out of the bullpen. Ready for another shot now, Brian Anderson. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. A ball and no strikes. That one's going to find the seats. Strike one. 1-1. A little bouncer. Foul ball. Strike two. Miami down to their last strike. Down the third baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Fouled off. One strike from a shutout. Here it comes. And they come inside with the fastball, but it misses here, and it's back to 2-2.
These are the great matchups that happen throughout the course of a game. I don't think as a pitcher you can give in.
And he gets strike three called to end it here, and with that, this one is over. A 2-0 finish today. The Philadelphia Phillies took the lead in the fourth and held on until the end. Nick Pivetta earned his fifth win.
Good job.
This manager is hoping to stoke the competitive fire of his pitchers.
Number 24 will take the ball now as the new pitcher.
Number 24.
Kicking off the top of the ninth, Antoine Webster, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swung on and missed, outclassed by that fastball for a strike. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And that sinking fastball didn't sink, it stayed high. Well, this one's been a bit of a head scratcher despite their home run production today.
Yeah, Matty V, this is one of those that you kind of scratch your head and you go, wow, you hit the ball all the ballpark, but still not enough offense. It just goes to show you this sport is still, D-Row, all about pitching.
It is. It begins and ends on that bump right there. And there's just so many facets to the game. Defense, base running. It's just not the team that hits the most home runs is going to win the ball game.
I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Yeah, and they set him up Curveball on the pitch before, and that one, they just blew right by him.
And they could go either way now, I suppose. And there's your first out of the inning. Max Kepler the next to grab a bat. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. No contact on the sinker there, and he's behind 0-1. Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. Who jumped the gun a bit on that swing, and he's down 1-2.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. It's the depth of a sinker. Sometimes it's a matter of whether or not it's moving east-west, but that one right there had such good downward action. Great pitch.
Hot shot down the line, and this will stay inside the third base bag. A fair ball.
Hey, eat it. Cut it right there.
And he's in there easily at second with a one-out double.
That's what you call a clutch piece of hitting. Down 2 runs, he puts himself in scoring position and brings the tying run to the plate. We'll see what they do with the base open here. This one's getting interesting.
Nick Williams is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1. 1-1 the count. 1-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
Wow, great pitch right there, right? Changing speeds. How about that straight changeup? How about that swing? Howdy, if you're waving at me.
Kepler leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Down the first baseline. The 1-1 home. Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening. Final strike for the Braves. Now this crowd of 36,000 plus come to their feet. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Tomlinson fields it cleanly. Throw on to first, he'll take care of him, and the Phillies have taken games 1 and 2 here at home as this one is over. 7-5 tonight's final. Philadelphia came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Luis Garcia gets the win in relief, his second of the year. Number 24 takes the mound as he's been called upon to pitch.
Number 24.
The next to bat for Atlanta, Max Kepler, and his guys need him to get things started here in the top half of the 9th. Curveball looked at here for strike 1.
He dropped that curveball in for a strike right there, but don't kid yourself, that's a dangerous pitch. He needs to start thinking about maybe working that back door, or that could get some serious damage done to it.
And this will be fouled away. The 0-2 once more. To short. Crawford gloves it. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. Up next will be Nick Williams. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. Reaches out, but he can't get it. It's 0-1. Here's the 0-1. And he chased up and out of the zone, a swing and a miss. And flirting with danger on a changeup that missed high for a ball. He struck him out, the 3rd time he's fanned in the game.
Man, they've really had his number so far in this series. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone.
Standing in now, Ken Pagan. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Now the 1-0 is hit very well to right. This one's hammered, and it's going to go. That one is gone. Into the box now, Rob Brantley. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. The 0-1 lifted down the line in left, and this will fall, but it's a foul ball. 2 out, nobody on. And he strikes him out on a good pitch, so 1 run can win it as we head to the... So not... 4-2 the final score today. The Phils came through when it mattered in the 9th on the way to the win. Number 24 gets the win in...
A coach counsels one of his pitchers who has just blown his first save. A pitcher's morale can be delicate. A red-hot closer gets a call from his agent.
Number 24 is ready, and he'll take the ball from the manager.
Number 24.
Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at-bat.
Looks like a tall order trying to tie or take the lead against this guy who leads the league in saves. A lot of righty pitchers will throw that two-seamer to right-handed hitters to try to jam the guy or even make some firewood. He got it in there, but that was a good take to lay off and take the ball.
Over the outside half, and it's 2-1. Ball even at 2-2.
Can't imagine he comes back with a third breaking ball. That hitter looked like he timed that one up pretty well and just fouling it away.
Little chopper back to the mound. Throw will not be in time, so good hustle there as now the possible tying run is aboard to lead things off here. Josh Bell the next to hit. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. LeMahieu gets his lead at first, nobody out. Hit in the air to center field. Pham moves over. 1 down.
No runner, go hold.
Here's Charlie Blackmon now. Here comes the first pitch. Now this is hit not all that hard out to second. One there, but one's all they were ever going to get, and the inning will continue. Trying to pick things up where we left off. Trevor Story is coming off a solo homer in his previous trip. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Line to the right side, and that's in there. Base hit.
Relay three.
So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Hey, I can't fault the pitcher right now, but he better make an adjustment. This guy came into the game ice cold, but after 3 knocks, to give him another chance to beat you seems foolish.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Grounded foul toward the third base dugout. 2 big outs here, but the tying and winning runs are both out there. Swing and a miss, and they're up against it now as they're down to their final strike of the afternoon. And he struck him out, and the ball game is over as they get the possible tying run over to third, but can't get him across. A one-run game, 6-5, the final today.
Attaboy, good job.
A player is encouraged to continue to refine a skill essential to his game.
Number 24 is on, and he'll take over on the mound in relief. In now is Lorenzo Cain, starting things for his side in the ninth as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Behind 0-2 now. High in the air out to center field. Moving under it, Pham. And that's the first out of the inning. Here's Chris Davis now. He's hitless coming into this at-bat, so the hit streak he's been riding is on the line here.
Yeah, he's up in the double digits with it. You know, he wants to keep it going as long as possible, but this very well could be the last chance to do that.
Yeah, you attack the zone and get a swing and a miss that late on your first pitch fastball. Good chance he's coming right back with the same thing.
And that is swung on and missed, and things are starting to look bleak here for the home nine. There are two away now.
Anytime a pitcher locates a fastball on the inside corner, it's going to be a tough pitch to hit. That one was spot on, and he had no answer for it.
Stepping in now, Eric Thames. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. He's 0 for 1 thus far. 0-1 pitch on its way. Fouled away. The Brewers down to their final strike. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
It seemed like everyone had a hand in this win, and that's usually the case when you win a game by 8 runs. Feels good to dominate a game like that.
An 8-0 shutout this evening. The Phillies took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end.
A pitcher is encouraged to keep looking for improvement.
Putting the ball where you want it to be.
Number 24 will take the ball now as the new pitcher.
Number 24.
Striding in to start the ninth, Josh Bell, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Hey, not an easy thing to do to try to come back and tie a game or take the lead off of a guy like this, one of the game's elite closers.
Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch.
1-1.
Grounded back up the middle. A dive, but he can't knock it down. It's through for a base hit.
You know, D-Roll, the old school thinking sometimes is when you're going through a bad streak like this guy, any way you can get on a little jam shot, even though it wasn't pretty, maybe this could get this guy finally going.
Yeah, I can't tell you how good that had to feel right there. There's moments where you slap that donut off your bat, you don't even want to walk to home plate. You're scuffling so bad.
Changeup gets him out in front for strike two.
Great off-speed pitch right there. He was definitely sitting fastball, wanted to turn and burn. Everything went flying. This pitcher might be on the attack with that pitch all game long.
Liner. Foul. Now the 0-1. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Now a throw over, and the runner back easily. The 0-2 home. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are two gone. That's back-to-back strikeouts now as they've been unable to advance that leadoff single into scoring position.
Yeah, clearly no problems working out of the stretch right now, Matt. He's taking control of this inning after giving up that hit. Now we'll see if he can finish it off strong as well.
Behind 0-2 now. Last strike now for Colorado. Now a swing and a fly ball. And this should do it. He brings it in, and the Phillies have taken the opener here at home as this ball game is over. 4-2 the final score tonight. The Phils led this game from the third inning on and never wavered. Lou Thompson earns win number 4 on the season. Number 24 hammers down the save. His number 24 gets the call from the bullpen to pitch in relief.
Number 24.
Digging in and looking for more, Austin Jackson. It was an RBI single for him in his last plate appearance. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Swing and a little tapper. Here's the 1-1. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. The 1-2. Pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Altair facing back on the warning track. He makes the catch. So the leadoff man gone to start the top of the ninth as we take a look at league saves leaders entering play. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department.
1-1-1.
Hit out toward second. On to first, and they're an out away. 2 gone here in the ninth. Ready for another chance? Trevor Story. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the ninth. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1.
Yeah, you attack the zone and get a swing and a miss that late on your first pitch fastball. Good chance he's coming right back with the same thing.
Now this crowd of 36,000 plus come to their feet. swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over. 4-2 the final score today. The Phillies used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Nick Pivetta earns his 6th winning decision in this one. Number 24 wraps it up for the save. Number 24 takes the mound as he's been called upon to pitch. Andrew Toles is going to be asked to try and be the rally starter as he's up off the bench, ready to lead it off in the 9th. He'll step in here at 275, 9 homers and 30 RBIs.
Tough situation, down 1 here on the road, trying to score off one of the game's top closers. They've got their work cut out for him. After that swing, you just got to reset yourself. You still have a strike to work with, and you can't be thinking about how silly you just looked on that last pitch.
And it's 1-2.
Great arm action on that 2-strike changeup right there, but even better job at the plate to take that one.
Pulled toward right center field. And the move to the pinch hitter will not pan out as that's taken in for the first down. So the leadoff man gone to start the top of the 9th as we take a look at league saves leaders entering play. And as you see there, he's sitting in 2nd place in the National League in that department. No balls and a strike to count. One-run game here in the top of the 9th. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Tim LaCastro is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Taken called strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight. The Dodgers down to their final strike. And this ball's in the air to left field, and this should do it. And he'll make the final out to put an end to this one, and the Phillies have come back to even up this 4-game series at a game apiece as this one is over. 3-2 the finish in tonight's game. Number 24 enters from the bullpen to do the pitching.
Number 24.
Ready for another shot now. Rhys Hoskins. 0 for 2 for him to this point.
They look like they're up against it here. Down 3 on the road, trying to come back against a closer. A lot of righty pitchers will throw that 2-seamer to right-handed hitters to try to jam the guy or even make some firewood. He got it in there, but that was a good take to lay off and take the ball.
This is foul right side.
Can't imagine he comes back with a 3rd breaking ball. That hitter looked like he timed that one up pretty well and just missed it, fouling it away.
Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2.
You don't see too many guys at this level be late on off-speed pitches right there. That tells me he was totally sitting on something else or was going automatic take.
Good sinker that time as he gets a piece and chops it foul at home plate. And a good hard slider as this one swung on and missed for the first out here in the 9th.
When your closer comes in and strikes out the first guy he faces, everyone on the team can kind of take a deep breath. Still have 2 more outs to get, but retiring that leadoff guy is always huge when you're trying to shut a game down.
Justin Turner comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Drilled right back up the middle. Oh, what a stop on the slide. What a way to get it out. 2 gone now. That was exceptional.
Wow, what a great show of range there. This ball looked like it might get through up the middle, but check out the sliding stop, and that's going to take him right into a good throwing position where he's able to get enough on the throw to get him out at first.
Up next for the Dodgers, right fielder.
And the next up will be Alex Verdugo. So weighed out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And that one just missed outside.
That's not a bad pitch right there. That two-seamer moving away from a left-handed hitter. Didn't get the strike, but I like the idea behind the pitch.
Crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2. The Dodgers down to their final strike. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. Gone. Into the box, Martin Maldonado. As he'll take a look at ball one.
No doubt, some saves come easier than others, and I know this all too well. They're really making wrapping this thing up a difficult task.
1-1 strike the count. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And this is swung on and missed. So with that, they find themselves down to their final strike here this afternoon. Still 1-2. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over. 4-2 the final score today. The Philadelphia Phillies rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Nick. Number 24 is ready, and he'll take the ball from the manager.
Number 24.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Ricky Thurston. He singled his last time up.
Hey, not an easy thing to do, even at home when you're down by 2, trying to score a couple of runs off of one of the game's top closers.
1 ball, no strikes to count. In tight with the sinker, ball 2.
Now with the 2-0 count and the power at the plate, it could be fireworks time. This is the kind of count he makes his money in.
The count now at 2-1. Now the 2-1 pitch. Is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
You know, that can really be an effective pitch to a guy that has a lot of pop. They're up there looking for up in the zone, so if you can place it a little above it, they have a hard time getting the barrel up there.
I don't care how you find your way on the 9th inning. Anytime you can bring the tying run to the plate, you're doing your job. Now we got the blue looking for the blast.
Digging in once again, Bruno Avalos. And Dan, what's the plan of attack here for the guy on the mound?
Well, I think they have to go right after him. He's pretty unlikely to take you deep, but if you allow him to get on base, the chances of him scoring and tying this game become a lot greater.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. A bare hand for 1. Back to first, a 9th inning double play, and they're an out away from closing this one out. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Tony Kemp, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth, and it's fouled away. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Tampa down to their final strike in this one. And another foul ball. Popped him up. He brings it in, and the Phillies have taken game 1 of the series on the road as the ball game is over. A 6-4 finish in tonight's affair. Philadelphia rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Ben Lively earns win number 7 on the season. Chris Archer is settled with the loss after giving up only 1 earned. Number 24 gets the call from the bullpen to pitch in relief.
Number 24.
Striding in once again, Kevin Kiermaier. He flew out in his last at-bat. And he takes ball 1.
Center fielder, Kevin Kiermaier.
And a fastball is hit on the ground towards short. Escobar loves it. Throw to first is in time for the first out. And here's the former first-round draft choice, Brandon Nimmo. He was a ground-out victim last time up. 0-1 the count. The windup and the 0-1. Sliders in for a strike.
Hey, from a pitcher's standpoint, sometimes the greatest pitch is the slider that backs up. He got away with that one, but he wants that thing to bury down the leg.
So he couldn't get the bat off the shoulders that time. Brandon Nimmo becomes out number 2 in the bottom of the ninth. Ready once again, Yasmani Tomas. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1. Here's the fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1.
As long as you actually get it inside, that two-seam fastball running towards the hands is a really good pitch.
It's 2 balls and a strike to Yasmani Tomas. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. He brings it in, and the Phillies have claimed the 4th consecutive victory here as this ball game is over. Pitching and defense game 2-1 the final score this afternoon.
Good job.
Number 24 will take the ball now as the new pitcher. And that'll bring in the speedy left-handed hitter Andrew Toles. He was punched out looking at strike 3 last time through. A fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
Don't kid yourself. He's well aware that he has the hat trick right now. And after that swinging strike, he's looking at the golden sombrero.
And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts. So the leadoff man gone to start the top of the ninth as we take a look at league saves leaders entering play. And as you can see there, he's holding down the top spot in the circuit here for the month of June.
Second baseman.
Coming to the plate now, Logan Forsythe. He's 2 for 3 thus far. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Hey, obviously he had a pretty good gauge on that first heater right there. He was super aggressive, thought he was getting another one, slowed him down with the curveball. That's the cat and mouse.
And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first two men he faces out of the bullpen. At the plate, Corey Seager. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the ninth. And this is swung on and missed. So now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight.
And there's number 8, 1 away.
Now his swing, and he pops him up. And this should do it. And he'll make the final out to put an end to this one. And the Phillies have come back to even up this series at a game apiece as this ball game is over. 8-5 tonight. The Phils jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. Nick Pivetta earns his 8th victory of the season. Number 24 closes the door for the save, his 26th. So that'll just about do it for Mark DeRosa.
A manager checks in with his ball club.
Number 24 enters from the bullpen to do the pitching.
Number 24.
Digging in to try it again, Elvis Casilla. And Dan, what's the plan of attack here for the guy on the mound?
Well, I think they have to go right after him. He's pretty unlikely to take you deep, but if you allow him to get on base, the chances of him scoring and tying this game become a lot greater.
Pulls this one in the air out to left. Moving under it, Altair. 1 away. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base. Runner at second, 1 away. And standing in now, the left-handed hitting first baseman, Brandon Belt. Now a pickoff play at second, and he'll be back in standing up. Here comes the first pitch. A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball.
What a well-executed pitch right there. Just a little bit off the corner right there. Got a great hitter to go a little bit outside his zone.
2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. And that one just missed outside.
Those were 2 great executed pitches right there away from this batter. He can hurt you in a heartbeat. I don't think anything's going to leak out over the heart of the plate.
Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away. So in now for San Francisco, Brock Jones. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. The 1-0. He's outside for a ball.
Not the ideal spot to be right here. 2-0 count on a real good hitter. Boy, you're going to have to make some really good pitches now.
2-1. Here it is. He's fallen behind now. 3-1.
Time to narrow your focus up there at the plate. In a 1-run game, he doesn't want to walk you, so there's a good chance he's going to get something to handle right here.
3-2 now. Last strike here for the Giants. And he strikes him out to end it here as they were able to get the possible tying run to the plate but could not cash in.
Anytime you can win a game, let alone on the road, you have to feel really good about yourself. It's not easy going into that other team's ballpark and coming out with a win, but they did just that.
This evening's game finishes 2-0. Number 24 is on, and he'll take over on the mound in relief.
Number 24.
Here's Buster Posey now. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Crawford over to his right. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Derek Dietrich will get a chance with a runner in scoring position.
Hey, a nice win for them all around, and an even better way to start things off on the first day of summer, when every team looks ready to get on a roll.
3-1 the final score this afternoon. The Philadelphia Phillies wrap up their 20th road win of the season.
What are you saying? That's bullshit. I struck the fuckers out. Rah, rah, rah.
Good job.
Number 24 gets the call from the bullpen to pitch in relief. Sergio Crespo will come off the bench now as he'll pinch hit with the runner at second and nobody out. Now a spin and a throw back to second, but the runner's back easily. Hit back up the middle. Throws in time, and that's out number one. Next to the plate for the Padres, Adolfo Castro. He singled his last time up. There's a strike at the knees, 0-1. Rounded down the third baseline, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Hedges, a runner at second with one away. And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number two. And that'll bring up Manuel Margot. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the ninth. One and one to San Diego's leadoff batter.
You know, in this situation, you almost have to pitch like there's no one on base. That run really doesn't mean anything with the lead they've got. The hitter has turned this game on its head.
Now moving to his right, and a step on first for the out, and the ball game is over. 8-5 tonight. Philadelphia came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Tommy Hunter earns his 3rd win of the year in relief. Number 24 earns the save out of the bullpen, his 28th on the season. So that just about does it. Number 24 takes the mound as he's been called upon to pitch.
Number 24.
So here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Brian Anderson. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. And he misses there. 1-2. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. So the leadoff man gone to start the top of the ninth as we take a look at league saves leaders entering play. And as you can see there, he in fact leads the NL in that category. Up next for Miami, Dan Mobley. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. This is pulled into right, and that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. Time called here, as with the potential tying run aboard, they'll make the move to get a little more speed out there. First pitch of the at-bat. Missed with a slider. Santana stands at first with one out. Hit out towards second. He gets dirty, but he can't get there, and it's into center field. And he is in there at third as the possible tying run.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dad. Sent it back right where it came from.
Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. One out with the possible tying and go-ahead runs on base here. There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball. 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes now.
With 2 strikes and the runners at the corners, this is a big pitch coming up. Got to execute and hope to either get a strikeout or a double play ball to help you get out of this thing.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Now his swing, and he pops him up, and this should do it. And he'll make the final out to put an end to this one, and the Phillies have taken the rubber match of this 3-game set as this ball game is over. A 1-run finish, 4-3.
What are you doing, Ollie?
Good job.
A player is encouraged to continue to refine a skill essential to his game.
Number 24 enters from the bullpen to do the pitching. Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. He's going to lead things off in their half of the ninth as they try to avoid the dreaded shutout.
It's never a good feeling to get shut out, and over the course of the season, it's bound to happen a few times. They've just been overmatched by good pitching.
A ball and a strike now to the Braves first baseman. Well, you don't need us to tell you, it's really starting to come down out there. I can't imagine the umpires will let this go too much longer if it doesn't ease up.
Yeah, Matt, right now, this doesn't look too good. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see the umpires come out and bring the ground crew out here. The infield, around the mound, and around the home plate area is really...
Oh, look at Bronco. He's up with it. The throw in time. Max Kepler the next to grab a bat. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. Curveball looked at here for strike 1.
That pitch was right down the heart of the plate, but obviously this guy had made up his mind on the on-deck circle. He was taken all the way, and he was going to zone him up.
Into the corner and slicing foul. 0-2 once more. Is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and have backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
Nick Williams is at the plate as he watches ball 1. Hard hit ball to second, and this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single. So the bottom of the inning is still alive after the 2-out base hit.
He looked a little bit out in front right there, but he's able to pull that ground ball through the hole for a single.
And that misses for ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Now the 1-0 is swung on and missed, strike 1.
Swung underneath that pitch, so he was either trying to elevate the ball or he was expecting a pitch to be a sinker and drop more than it did.
Martin is under it. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game. A 6-0 shutout to finish off tonight's game. The Phillies took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Vince Velasquez earns his... Number 25 is on, and he'll take over on the mound in relief. And now back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. Stepping forward, Javier Baez. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. 1-0 the count. Count now a ball and a strike. The 1-1. Grounded up, and that is off the first base bag. And they won't get an out from this as he's able to reach on a play that you just don't see very often. Digging in once again, Albert Almora. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Nobody out, runner on first. Softly hit out to short. The second for 1, on to first, and they get the double play. Ready once again, Chris Bryant. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far.
This guy has been unbelievable. There were billboards outside Wrigley while he was still in AAA, and what is he doing? He shows up, Rookie of the Year, MVP. I mean, get in line.
Oh, and a good tight slider there, and he's in command, 0-2. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1.
Great arm action on that 2-strike changeup right there, but even better job at the plate to take that one.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Pop high in the air. Henson is there. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Well, the lineup was clicking for him in this contest, and the man you see there was a major contributor. For that, he's the top player of the game.
Yeah, he wound up with 3/4 of the cycle. Couldn't get the toughest one of them all, a triple, but it was still an outstanding showing with the bat.
A 1-run game, 6-5 the final today. The Phils with their 50th team win in this one, number 25.
first game.
Number 26 is ready, and he'll take the ball from the manager.
Number 26.
Striding in once again, Francisco Cervelli. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Looking for base runners here as they're down 2 playing on the road. Not an easy thing to do, trying to score runs or bunch hits together off of a closer.
Here comes the first pitch. Very weakly on the ground. That rolls foul for strike 1. Bounce towards the second baseman. Knee high, he barehands it. It's in time. Digging in to try it again, Levi Trevino. First pitch coming, here it is. Way out in front.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. It's the depth of a sinker. Sometimes it's a matter of whether or not it's moving east-west, but that one right there had such good downward action. Great pitch.
Now a curveball's in there, 1-2 now. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Hit hard, but foul.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
So he notched the backwards K on that one. Levi Trevino goes down for the second out, and now they're down to their final try. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. And a ball and a strike now to Sandy Leon. The 1-1. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. To his left, Garcia. Throw on to first. He'll take care of him. And the Phillies have come back to even up this series at a game apiece as this ball game is over. A 6-4 finish in tonight's affair. The Philadelphia Phillies earn the win, although in sloppy fashion with 4 errors in the field. Number 26 will take the ball now as the new pitcher.
Number 26.
Ready for another chance? Michael Taylor. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Looks like a tall order trying to tie or take the lead against this guy who leads the league in saves.
Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. And that'll bring up Mikey Mato. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. And a bit too high with that one. It's 1-0.
Well, that rain is really coming down right now. It's raining cats and dogs. You got to make sure you don't step in a poodle. That's as hard as I've seen it rain all afternoon. Everyone, it's so much harder to concentrate when it rains.
And this pitch is inside, and he can't find the zone all of a sudden. 3-0. Yeah, the rain's starting to intensify here. It's coming down a little heavier now. We'll see how much longer the umpires can wait.
Well, you could say that again, Matt. It's raining cats and dogs out there. Make sure you don't step in a poodle. I think it's time to get the grounds crew out.
And a full count, 3-2 for Mikey Mato. The 3-2 pitch. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Francisco Cervelli. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And this ball swung on and hit to center field, and this should do it. And he'll make the final out to put an end to this one, and the Phillies have come back to even up this series at a game apiece as this ball game is over. Pitching and defense game 2-1, the final score this afternoon. The
A major league skipper acknowledges a young player who's been greatly exceeding expectations. An MLB franchise is wise to recognize the obvious. Young players are the future of the game.
And this has got to be a high point in the career of the fellow you see there as he's making his first ever All-Star Game appearance. Aaron Judge is going to grab a bat here as he looks to try to set the table in the bottom of the eighth as they look for some insurance. And that's inside for a ball, 1-0. Here comes the 1-0. Swing and a miss on a nice biting slider. A changeup over the inside corner. Now that ball's hit well deep down the left field line, headed toward the foul pole. Asuaje is going to get back, and he'll put this one away on the warning track for the first out. Devin Travis will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with one gone in the inning. Starts him out with a sinker that's inside, 1-0. The 1-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike one. Bases are empty, one man out. Hit hard down the first baseline, but a foul ball, 1-2 now. Pitch popped up. And And the pinch hitter will not be able to advance the cause, and there are 2 away now. George Springer will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. Grounded to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So they breeze through this half of the inning. We've played 8 full. It's a lead for the American League, 3-0. The Dallas skyline in the background as we welcome you back. And tonight's ends as a 3-0 shutout win. The American League wrote an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Michael Pineda is the winning pitcher of record. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa and the lefty Dan Plesac and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
Now claims home field advantage for this fall's World Series.
A player receives an unexpected call. It's his former high school coach, who was an important mentor and advisor to him in his teen years. Most high achievers have, in their past, an important someone who first believed in them. A manager checks in with his ball club.
How we have to do that?
Number 25 enters from the bullpen to do the pitching.
Number 25.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Kevin Lane. He singled his last time up.
Hey, it's never easy scoring runs against a closer, but this lineup is setting up perfectly right now as the leadoff hitter leads off this inning.
And that's high for a ball, 1-0. Now the 1-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike one. The 1-1 home. Waves and misses for strike number two.
That is such a tough pitch to lay off right there, but you have to find a way. There's nothing you're going to do with that low sinker except foul it into your shin or hit a ground ball to the left side.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch out. Kevin Lane is sent packing for the first out in the bottom of the ninth. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. A swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him.
Swung underneath that pitch, so he was either trying to elevate the ball or he was expecting a pitch to be a sinker and drop more than it did.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Dustin Pedroia goes down, and they've got only one out left to work with.
Well, you have to feel pretty confident about the way this one's going to end up as a manager. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts from the closer. There's not a whole lot more he can do to instill confidence that he's going to wrap this thing up without any problem.
Popped him up. Dietrich in foul ground. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Well, it's getting more and more common in baseball now these days to use a ton of pitchers to get through a game, and it took 6 here to get the job done, but hey, they'll do whatever they can to get a W.
Number 25 gets the call from the bullpen to pitch in relief. Josh Harrison stands in. And these guys are making a little push here. You have to like the effort despite the odds.
Yeah, you really do, Matt. Look, they still have a significant hill to climb, but hey, they string a couple of hits together here, and all of a sudden this thing feels doable.
The 0-1 pitch. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
Hey, you got a runner in scoring position. It only takes one. I know he was out in front on that off-speed pitch right there, but this pitcher cannot get cute and leave something over the heart of the plate.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate.
1-1-1.
Down the third baseline. Oh, and that all developed too late to get him at first, and now the bases are loaded here.
Boy, when things are good, things are going really good. How about a swinging bunt infield single right there for his third knock of the game, D-Row?
Yeah, he has to be feeling frisky right now. He's had 2 great at-bats, and then this one, he's 100% on fire. Getting an infield single for his third knock of the game, that's awesome.
Well, you don't need us to tell you, it's really starting to come down out there. I can't imagine the umpires will let this go too much longer. And he will score ahead of the play, and that'll cut things to 6-3 now.
You never want to beat a pitcher that breaks a guy out of a slump, but this guy was too good. You knew it was a matter of time before he started barreling baseball. That gives him a multi-hit game, and I'm sure he's feeling good about
it. And Bruce can't come up with that one as he swings through it for strike 2.
Hey, this is the game within the game right here. The hitter has to decide if he's going to change his game plan. Is he going to stay staunch and wait for him to miss over the heart of the plate or inside, or is he going to adjust his sights and try and drive the ball the other way?
And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. Now a swing, and he pops him up. And I believe, yes, the umpire signaling for the infield fly rule.
Wow, talk about frustrating. Not what you want to do with the bases loaded. A simple pop-up, and nothing productive comes out of that.
Here's Todd Frazier now, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Looking to minimize the damage here, and he fouls this one off. And this will be a called strike 2, and trouble now as they're down to their final strike tonight. And now the crowd, estimated at over 29,000, come to their feet. And he struck him out for out number 3. So that'll wrap things up here as they leave the possible tying run stranded at first. And tonight's comes to an end, 6-3 the final. Philadelphia seal up their 30th win at home on the season. Jared Eichhoff earned his 5th win of the year. Number 25 hammers down the save, his 33rd of the year. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, this is Matt. Number 25 is ready, and he'll take the ball from the manager. Henry Tamori will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here. Good looking sinker on the inside corner. So far this season, with runners in scoring position, Tamori is exactly a 200 hitter, and as pitchers go, that's actually pretty good.
Matty, he struggled against right-handed pitching all season long, but he just needs a few knocks today, maybe to get the confidence going. I don't think this is the norm for this ball player.
So he gets the swinging strikeout on the changeup. Henry Tamori becomes the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fouled off.
This is a tough guy right here to hit into a double play. He's fast and he swings from the left side, so out of the box he's going to get a good break. You might have to try to get the strikeout right here, because very rarely are you going to get this guy to ground into a double play.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. And that one just missed outside. Brantley on second. Navarro is over at first with 1 away. Two pitch just missed.
You can certainly tell at bats like this one frustrate the heck out of a pitcher. But you got to find a way to stay composed and execute your plan.
And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
The batter, number 7.
And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. As a look, now the pitch. And this is down at knee level as it's chopped foul at home plate. Now this crowd right around 35,000 strong on their feet. And here's a ball hit in the air. And he'll make the final out to put an end to this one. And the Phillies have come back to even up this 4-game series at a game apiece as this one is over. Tonight's game comes to an end, 5-1 the final score. Number 25 will take the ball now as the new pitcher. Rob Brantley will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Rob Brantley.
Sinker to open the AB in there for strike 1. Brantley, a California-born ball player. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
Yeah, Matty, there's 3 dates. The time you get called up, and the time you get to arbitration, and one when you finally hit free agency, where you have a chance to truly enjoy this game and get paid for all the hard work. And this is the start of it. The arbitration process allows these guys to finally start making some real dollars in this game.
So he couldn't get the bat off the shoulders that time. Rob Brantley becomes the first out of the inning. And he got him out in front that time. Strike 1. 1 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2.
That's a real tough pitch to hit. That's, as in the pitcher's jargon, we call that the Hall of Fame pitch, that slider down and in. Really, the only way you're going to be able to hit that pitch is if you're looking for it down and in, and still then, it's a really difficult pitch to hit.
First offering on its way. Is on the ground over to first. Oh, look at the sliding stop. Oh, great job to make a play on that ball, but he's unable to turn it into an out, and the inning will continue. Stepping in for the Braves, Shannon Navarro. There are 2 gone and the possible go-ahead run at first.
I'll tell you, if I'm pitching right now, I'm not throwing anything near the strike zone until these guys prove they can lay off it. They're just being way too aggressive.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. And he strikes him out here for out number 3. So after a scoreless top half, they'll have a chance to win it here in the bottom half. So Alan Henson will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line. And guys, a very important outing turned in on the mound for the man you see right there. He was a big factor, of course, and is the recipient of our Topps Player of the Game award.
Well, it's not that often a relief pitcher that's not a closer gets props like this, but this time I think it's well deserved. They needed him in some tough situations, and he passed every test with flying colors.
job.
A player receives a check-in from one of his coaches.
Number 25 enters from the bullpen to do the pitching.
Number 20.
Todd Frazier will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Frazier.
He'll enter play here with an average just over 250. 8 home runs, and the RBI counted 35.
Not an easy thing to do to score off the game's elite closers, but down by 1 at home, you've got a chance with that last at bat.
Pitch on the way. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away. Ready for another shot now. Ahmed Rosario. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And he waves at a curveball there. No balls and a strike. The Mets find themselves losing in the late innings. What are your thoughts on this one, guys?
Yeah, Matty B, this is one of those that you kind of scratch your head and you go, wow, you hit the ball all the ballpark, but still not enough offense. It just goes to show you this sport is still, D-Row, all about pitching.
It is. It begins and ends on that bump right there. And there's just so many facets to the game. Defense, base running. It's just not the team that hits the most home runs that's going to win the ball game.
Mike Troutman will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. And that misses, ball 1. He'll start play with that average down in the low 230s. 1 home run and 8 runs batted in. And that's right there, and we're even at 1.
I know he stole a strike right there, but he better be careful with that curveball. That's coming across and catching a lot of plate. And if he stays back, he's going to drive that thing with some serious authority.
Fouled away. Fans on their feet in a 1-run ball game in the last of the 9th. Now a swing, and he pops him up, and this should do it. Garcia is there for it, makes the catch, and that's the ball game. A 1-run finish, an 8-7 game tonight. The Philadelphia Phillies came through when it mattered in the 9th on the way to the win. Edobrey Ramos claims the win out of the pen, his first. Number 25 wraps it up. Number 25 gets the call from the bullpen to pitch in relief.
Number 25.
Ready for another chance? Michael Taylor. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Tough task ahead here as this guy, one of the top save guys in the league right now. He's been very reliable shutting the door.
No balls and 1 strike. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Straight up.
Popped him up. And there's out number 1. And that'll bring up Mikey Mata. 0 for 2 with a hit by pitch so far. Third baseman hugging the line here. Now the first pitch. There's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball 1. Now the 1-0 is looked at for the first strike.
back-to-back sliders away. Now I think you have to think about running something hard in. Not a good idea to throw a good hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row.
And it's fouled away. Here he comes again, 1-2. Oh, and ouch, that one drilled him. Thankfully, he's able to recover, and he gets the second out at first.
Here's the catcher, Francisco Cervelli. No hits to this point.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit on down the first baseline. This is foul for the first strike. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening.
Hey, guys, that's just a nasty.
And he gets strike 3 called to end it here, and with that, this one is over. 3-2 the finish in tonight's game. Philadelphia took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Ben Lively earned his 9th win of the year. Number 25 records the save, number 36 on the season. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been
A pitcher is encouraged to keep looking for improvement.
boo-boo. Shit, dick. Hell yeah, it's very nice outside. Where you gonna go get? Some what? Some Casey's? Yeah. In Bree's words, she makes an awesome. How the fuck did that faggot get ahead of me? I have more than 21 saves.
Number 25 is on, and he'll take over on the mound in relief. Ready once again, Manny Pena, and his guys need him to get things started here in the top half of the ninth.
Tough situation, down one here on the road, trying to score off one of the game's top closers. They've got their work cut out for him.
Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike one. And this is lifted high in the air down the line behind third. There to take it is Franco, and that's your first out. Domingo Santana will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run. Started that swing a bit too early. 276 the average coming in for him. 7 homers and 22 RBIs. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2. The 0-2 delivery. Hit foul wide of the bag at first. 1-run game here in the top of the ninth. Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul.
You're grinding so hard at the plate right there, expecting something on the corners.
Oh, meanwhile, how about that for a play? Laying out to take away a hit. Wow. Now back to the top of the Milwaukee order, digging in Jonathan Villar. Last time through was a base hit. First pitch here is a sinker that runs a bit too wide. It's ball one. A bouncer up the middle. Tomlinson has it. Throw on to first. He'll take care of him. And the Phillies have taken games 1 and 2 here at home, as this one is over. Close one tonight, 2-1 the final score. Number 25 will take the ball now as the new pitcher.
Number 25.
Digging in to try it again, Domingo Santana. It was a single for him in his last at-bat.
Looks like a tall order trying to tie or take the lead against this guy who leads the league in saves.
A ball and a strike.
I know to the fans that probably looked like something good to hit, but unless you're sitting breaking ball right there, I don't care if it's middle of the plate. That's a tough pitch to pull the trigger.
Ball taken there. 2-1 now. The 2-1. Taken, strike 2.
Might have been taking all the way right there. That pitch couldn't have split the strike zone any better, and you can bet he wants that one back.
Got him. And that's the third time we've written a K next to his name in this one. So the leadoff man gone to start the top of the ninth as we take a look at league saves leaders entering play. And as you can see there, he in fact leads the NL in that category. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Chris Davis. He got under one and popped out his last time up. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen. Striding in once again, Eric Thames. He singled his last time up. Back up the middle. And that's in for a base hit. He's 2 for 4 now. So he picks on the first pitch here and is able to extend the inning.
What an unbelievable at-bat right there in the 9th inning. Game on the line to get yourself on base, to create an opportunity for your boy right here to be a hero.
A 1 pitch on its way. Swing and a miss, and they're up against it now as they're down to their final strike of the afternoon. And he struck him out for out number 3. So that'll wrap things up here as they leave the possible tying run stranded at first. A 1-run finish, 4-3, the final tally today. Number 25 takes the mound as he's been called upon to pitch. Digging in once again, Starlin Castro. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. He's set and the pitch. Swing and a miss on a nice biting slider. Bonifacio leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Hit the other way out toward right field. Souza is under it. 2 gone.
Hey, eat it. Cut it right there.
Ready for another shot now. Dan Mobley. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. And a slider just about gets away from him there as it runs in a bit too close for comfort. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. To him on the mound. Throw on to first. He'll take care of him. And the Phillies have claimed the 4th consecutive victory here as this ball game is over. And tonight's ends as a 3-0 shutout win. The Philadelphia Phillies used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave.
With the season approaching its final stretch, a manager calls for heightened focus from his players.
Number 25 is ready, and he'll take the ball from the manager.
Number 25.
Next up for New York, Todd Frazier. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one.
Leading up with a
And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
Third baseman, Todd Frazier.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Way in front of a great slider that time.
This is what every pitcher likes to have. Another 0-2 count really puts the hitters on the defensive side in multiple ways. You can go fastball up, you can go breaking ball down. One of the keys, getting ahead, and he's done a very good job of that so far.
Hit on the ground out to short. And that's out number 1. Digging in and looking for more, Wilmer Flores. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1. Here it comes on 0-2. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
Got him to go down swinging there. Wilmer Flores becomes out number 2 in the bottom of the ninth.
And that's waved at and missed for strike 1. And that's taken for strike 2, as now they're down to their final strike here this afternoon.
Hey, that's case in point right there. He thought that was going to hollow out his rib and ended up being a strike.
The Mets down to their final strike. And he gets strike 3 called to end it here. And with that, this one is over. 3-1 the final score this afternoon. Philadelphia get their 30th win on the road so far this season. Jose Alvarado. Number 25 gets the call from the bullpen to pitch in relief.
Number 25.
At the plate, Ken Pagan. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Not an easy thing to do to score off the game's elite closers, but down by 1 at home, you've got a chance with that last at-bat.
Bounce towards the second baseman. He's got to hurry. Throw just does get him at first, as he was really moving that time. Striding into the box, Rob Brantley. He was a ground out victim last time up. Here comes the first pitch. A swing and a miss at the good old Uncle Charlie. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Tomlinson waits on it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Raul Machado will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Raul Machado.
1-1-1.
A curveball hit right back at him. Throw on to first, he'll take care of him, and the Phillies have taken the first 2 games of this series on the road, as this one is over. In tonight's game, the Phillies came through when it mattered in the 9th on the way to the win. Number 25 will take the ball now as the new pitcher.
Number 25.
And now the Atlanta number 4 hitter, Antoine Webster. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And that's by him. It's 0-1. Swanson at second. Freeman at first with no outs. And he takes strike 2. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
When your closer comes in and strikes out the first guy he faces, everyone on the team can kind of take a deep breath. Still have 2 more outs to get, but retiring that leadoff guy is always huge when you're trying to shut a game down. He struggled quite a bit at the plate in this one, so until he shows he can put a good swing on the ball, I don't think they're going to give him anything straight that he can handle.
Swing and a little tapper that rolls foul, so a good job to fight it off and stay alive. Back up the middle. He's got it. There's one. On to first, and he rolls the double play ball to end it here, as this ball game is over.
Yeah, and they just keep on keeping on. Got a nice little run going here, winning 4 in a row and playing with a lot of confidence. Success is never guaranteed.
You don't have to lock it. I'll be right here.
Number 25 is on, and he'll take over on the mound in relief.
25.
Here now is the catcher, Tyler Flowers. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point.
Tough task ahead here. Is this guy one of the top save guys in the league right now? He's been very reliable shutting the door.
Fastball called for strike 2.
As a hitter, you see a pitcher working east-west. This is where you got to tell yourself to stay tall. You can't cover both sides of the plate. You got to pick one and trust it.
Altair arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first down. Next for the Mets, Mike Tauchman. He went deep back in the 5th. In there, 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a swing and a miss here, and the first two are dispatched to begin the 9th. Yoenis Cespedes will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 52, Yoenis Cespedes.
He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 14 homers and 51 runs batted in. Behind 0-2 now. 2 out, nobody on. And he struck him out. So a good pitch there, and now they're going to need to string some hits together in this last at-bat if they want to get back in this thing. Down in order go the Mets. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Todd Botts. He comes in with a couple of hits, including a triple in 4 at-bats. First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a good curveball at the knees.
Obviously, it's pretty deflating when you blow a lead in the bottom of the 9th, and now you're still fighting in extra innings. But the fact is, the game is tied, and a win is still very much a possibility, so they have to play that way.
Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
I know he didn't smoke that one from the offensive standpoint, but you know what? A knock's a knock, especially to lead off an inning. Game tied, and it's getting late. That could prove to be pivotal.
Showing bunt here, but he takes ball 1.
It's a great job right there to pull that one back. Make the count 1-0 and get this defense on its heels a little bit. The number one thing, if you're going to be a good bunter, you have to get strikes.
So coming to the plate, Mason Ibarra. And he could very well get the intentional pass here, as that would set up a potential double play ball that might keep the game tied. Oh, and he just blows the fastball by him for strike 1.
Don't kid yourself. He's well aware that he has the hat trick right now. And after that swinging strike, he's looking at the golden sombrero.
A ball and 2 strikes. Slider, and that's hit on the ground towards second. On to first, and there were 2 down. So a big moment in the ball game here. Todd Frazier, as he'll hit with the go-ahead run at third and 2 away. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 2 down. Grounder down the line at third, but this will get foul for strike 2. Ready with another 2-strike offering. And that sinker misses at the shoe tops. Ball 1. Now the 1-2 pitch. And he fouls this one off. Ready with another 2-strike offering. Skied into straightaway right. Souza is under it. And the inning is over. So no runs on a hit here. Eduardo Escobar will get the call here as he'll hit. It was mostly pitching and defense in this one, but the man you see here made some noise with the bat, and as a result, he's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he came through with a multi-hit game, and
Number 25 takes the mound as he's been called upon to pitch. Leading off the inning, Michael Conforto, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Looking for base runners here as they're down 2 playing on the road. Not an easy thing to do, trying to score runs or bunch hits together off of a closer.
Pulled toward right center field. Tomlinson is calling for it. And that's the first out of the inning. So stepping in, Todd Frazier. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. The windup and the 0-1. Got a big pass at a slider that gets past him. 1 out, nobody on. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2. And a swing and a miss there on a late breaking slider as he set down on strikes for the second time this afternoon. Into the box, Tyler Flowers, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. And this is swung on and missed. So with that, they find themselves down to their final strike here this afternoon. A crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. Line drive to left. That's in for a base hit. He's now 3 for 4.
He's coming. Hit me. 2-2.
The relay, and the gamble will work out. He's in at second base with a 2-out double.
And if you're the manager, you've got to love that about your team. They were down to their last strike, but they refused to go down without a fight, so they lived to fight some more.
And he lays off there, 1-0. Now the 1-0 is a changeup that's looked at for a ball. Flowers at second with 2 down. 2 balls and a strike to Ahmed Rosario.
He struggled quite a bit at the plate in this one, so until he shows he can put a good swing on the ball, we're going to give him anything straight that he can handle.
Now a swing, and he pops him up. And this should do it. And he'll make the final out to put an end to this one. And the Phillies have come back to even up this series at a game apiece as this ball game is over. 3-1 the final score this afternoon. The Phils.
A coach presses a player to keep raising the bar.
Number 25 enters from the bullpen to do the pitching.
Number 25.
Next for New York, Brandon Drury. He's 0 for 2 with a sacrifice to this point.
Tough situation. One here on the road trying to score off one of the game's top closers. They've got the work cut out for him.
And he'll take this to the bag himself. 1 gone here in the 9th.
Now batting.
Ready for another shot now. Matt Duffy. He flew out in his last at-bat. And he takes a called strike. 0-1. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. Grounded back up the middle. And that finds its way into center for a 1-out base hit.
Well, this is where the manager makes his money right there. Nice at bat. Now it's a question of whether or not he pinch runs. Dan, as a pitcher, did it make you a little nervous when a guy had jets on the base paths?
Oh, no doubt about it. This is a very difficult spot. You're 1 hit away from getting right back into this game and tying this game up. You're going to have to really think about putting somebody on first that might be able to score on a ball in a gap.
Back to first. It's a double play right when he needed it, and this ball game is over. 3-2 to finish in tonight's game. Philadelphia crossed the plate 3 times in the 8th, helping propel them to the win. Tommy Hunter gets the win in relief, his 6th of the season. David Robertson takes the loss. Number 27 will take the ball now as the new pitcher.
Number 27.
Kicking off the top of the 9th, William Alston, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Looks like a tall order trying to tie or take the lead against this guy who leads the league in saves.
First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. The windup and the 0-1. Changed up on him as this is grounded to second. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. The speedy Trey Turner digs in now. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted now on the fists and a jam shot to the right side. And this is taken in for the second out. Digging in to try it again, Michael Taylor. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. And this ball swung on and hit to center field, and this should do it. And he'll make the final out to put an end to this one, and the Phillies have taken games 1 and 2 here at home as this one is over. And tonight's one-run game comes to an end. Number 27 is on, and he'll take over on the mound in relief.
Number 27.
Back to the top of the Miami lineup now, and stepping in, Lewis Brinson. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Here comes the first pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Pham on the move. 1 down. Digging in and looking for more, Chris Stanley. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Pham is there, and quickly 2 are gone here, and it's not looking good for the home 9. Here's Nolan Arenado. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. 0-1 the count. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And foul, though it had the home run distance. Miami down to their last strike. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over. 8-5 tonight. The Phillies jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Douglas Adamson earns his 8th victory of the season. Sandy Alcantara couldn't escape the 4th inning as he slapped with the loss. Number 27 earns the save out of the bullpen, his 46th. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and the entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network.
Locked in a heated race late in the season, a team gets a pregame pep talk from their skipper.
Number 27 gets the call from the bullpen to pitch in relief. Greg Nagel will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run. A swing and a miss at the big curveball. The windup and the 0-1. And a great change of pace has him off balance, a swing and a miss.
What now?
Down the first base line. And he'll take this to the bag himself. One gone here in the 9th.
That's kind of cool.
So the Nats lineup turns over, and to the plate, Trey Turner. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. Lifted in the air out to right. Allen moves over. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Ready once again, Johnny Layton. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. First pitch on its way. There's that little sinker right over the outside corner. Fans on their feet in a 1-run ball game in the last of the 9th. High in the air out to center field. He brings it in, and the Phillies have taken game 1 of the series on the road as the ball game is over. This evening's game comes to an end, 5-4, the final tally. Philadelphia came through when it mattered in the 9th on the way to the win. Jake Thompson gets the win. Number 27 enters from the bullpen to do the pitching.
Number 27.
Max Kepler the next to grab a bat. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far.
Tough task ahead here as this guy, one of the top save guys in the league right now. He's been very reliable shutting the door.
Now the 0-1. A good knee-high changeup taken for a strike. Line hard to the left side. Foul. Here comes another 0-2. And a curveball that time that broke too low.
Boy, that's a great breaking ball right there. That's a tough pitch to lay off when that ball's coming in at that plane right there. Quality take.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Popped him up. Alfaro is under it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Up next will be Nick Williams. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And the slider swung on and chopped foul right at home plate. It's strike one. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. It's the depth of his sinker. Sometimes it's a matter of whether or not it's moving east-west, but that one right there had such good downward action. Great pitch.
Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the third time.
It's been a rough game for him at the plate. Couldn't get the bat off his shoulder right there, and he struck out twice before that one. So he's going to have a lot to think about when he leaves the ballpark tonight.
First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball one. 2 out, nobody on. Chopped weakly to the left. Bronco fields it cleanly. Throw on to first. He'll take care of him, and the Phillies make it 6 straight victories now as this one is over. Close one tonight, 2-1 the final score. Philadelphia came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Zach Eflin claims the win out of the pen, his first. Number 20.
Good job.
Number 27 takes the mound as he's been called upon to pitch. So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder Paul DeYoung. Due up are the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, and they're hoping that this is the part of the lineup that can get something going.
Yeah, only 1 run on the board so far for them. They just haven't had consistently good at-bats.
DeYoung in an 0-2 hole here.
Hey, that's case in point right there. He thought that was going to hollow out his rib and ended up being a strike.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Souza is under it. 1 out. Ready for another chance? Justin Bohr. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat. Oh, right back to him on the mound. And he'll just flip this on to first for the 2nd out of the inning. Striding in once again, Marcell Ozuna. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. High and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. The windup and the 0-1. Sliders in for a strike. Crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. Chopped weakly to the left. Bronco comes up with it. Throw on to first. He'll take care of him, and the Phillies will add 1 more to their winning streak as this ball game is over. Tonight's ball game comes to a close, 3-1 the final. Philadelphia jumped out to an early.
With the season's outcome coming down to a final series, a manager chooses his words carefully.
Number 27 is ready, and he'll take the ball from the manager.
Number 27.
Digging in once again, Brian Anderson. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat.
Not an easy thing to do to score off the game's elite closers, but down by 1 at home, you've got a chance with that last at-bat.
Pham is there, and that's not the start to the bottom of the 9th this crowd was hoping for. 1 away. Third baseman hugging the line here. Now the first pitch. Hit sharply on the ground. And he whips on it as this ball's right under his glove.
Hey, guys, I like the execution by the batter there. He got a hanger in the middle of the plate. He could have come unglued, but he didn't. He stayed focused and drove a line drive base hit.
And you look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0. The 1-0. High and deep down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. A swing and a miss at the good old Uncle Charlie. High in the air out towards shallow right. Here comes Souza. 2 gone.
Hey, eat it. Cut it right there. Cut.
Starlin Castro will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line. And a good pitch on the inside corner for strike 1. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. Behind 0-2 now. Miami down to their last strike. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to first. He'll take care of him. And the Phillies have taken the rubber match of this 3-game set as this ball game is over. A 1-run finish, 4-3, the final tally today. Philadelphia with their 90th. And this will be a day he'll remember for quite a long time, as the man you see on your screen will be making his first ever appearance in baseball's postseason. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but a foul ball here, 0-1. Sinker, and this one's over as well. 0-2 now.
Good pitch right there from the reliever. Tough for hitters to do much with pitches in that location unless they're looking for it.
And that'll make him 1 for 4 in this one. So the tying run is aboard here in the 9th.
You can't ask for anything more than getting a leadoff man on right there. It brings the go-ahead run to the plate. He's in position to do some damage. It'd be interesting to see how the manager plays this one.
Addison Russell stands in as he can't connect here. 0-1. And he got him.
Really important time for a strikeout there, guys. Tying run at first, so objective number 1 is straining him on base. And now with 1 out, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that run.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Popped him up. Franco has a play, but it's the pitcher that makes the play. And that's the 2nd out of the inning. Now back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. Stepping forward, Javier Baez. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. The Cubs are down to their final strike here. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Hit down the third base line. The next 0-2. Down the third base line. But this will wind up foul. Still 0-2.
Hey, I'm loving this right now. Classic battle. 5 foul balls in a row. I'd love to.
And he struck him out for out number 3. So that'll wrap things up here as they leave the possible tying run stranded at first.
Well, that's just a great job of battling on the road. They fought all the way to the end, took the lead in the top of the 9th, and secured the W in the bottom half. That's a great team win.
This one, definitely a low-scoring affair as we get one last look at our final line score.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the Victorious.
check-in call from a representative. This representative wants his client well informed on important matters. New to the majors, this player is offered schooling on the structure of his contract. The agent moves on from that topic. The player is not content with the way he's being used. With the arrival of another spring, teams gather to gear up for a brand new season campaign.
Number 25 will take the ball now as the new pitcher.
Number 25.
Andrew Knapp is into the ball game here as he takes over behind the plate.
Number 15, Andrew Knapp.
Yandy Diaz is also into the ball game now as he takes over at second. Ryan McMahon is up off the bench as he'll be asked to get something started in the home half of the seventh.
Ryan McMahon.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Tomlinson gloves it. Throw on to first in time, one away. Norm Salter will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with one gone in the inning. We're in the seventh inning now of a 4-3 ball game. Looks at a curveball over the inside corner.
Hey, I watched Tom Glavine master throwing changeups inside to right-handed batters and getting them to pull it foul. If this guy can command that front hip curveball, he's going to go to it all game.
A 1-2 count to the Blue Jays signal caller. And here's one that barely misses off the inside corner. 2-2. Full count now. 3-2.
When you've got a guy that throws a good two-seam fastball, you have to be ready for him to try to run it inside and jam you. Good job to lay off that one, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see it again.
So we got him swinging. Norm Salter becomes out number 2 this inning. Dalton Pompey will get the call to pinch hit here as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. And a slider on the inside for strike 1. Four runs, 8 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Lifted down the line in left.
Hey, I don't blame him for fouling that one away. His eyes lit up right there. He did not expect a changeup up in the zone with 2 strikes. Got to regroup.
Pulled toward right center field. Diaz over to his left. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Nick Pivetta will come out now and make his first appearance of the spring.
Number 43. Nick Pivetta.
Well, that's not exactly how you draw it up. He gave up a long ball to make it interesting, but it was the only run he gave up, and he hangs on to collect the save.
A 1-run game, 6-5 the final today. The Phil. Number 25 gets the call from the bullpen to pitch in relief. Roberto Garcia is up off the bench as he'll pinch hit here to start inning number 7. In there for strike 1, 0-1. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Rua on the move. 1 down. Adam Eaton will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. Three runs, 5 hits, and 1 error on the Yankee line score so far. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
That's a real tough pitch to hit. That's, as in the pitcher's jargon, we call that the Hall of Fame pitch, that slider down and in. Really, the only way you're going to be able to hit that pitch is if you're looking for it down and in, and still then, it's a really difficult pitch to hit.
Sandy Leon will get the call to pinch hit here as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. First pitch here is a sinker that runs a bit too wide. It's ball 1. The 1-0. Finds the zone, strike one.
Count 1-1.
Now the 1-1 pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Frazier is there, and the inning is over. John Gant will come out now and make it.
Hey, one of the keys to having a good record in baseball is to win some games at home. So this was a big win to win at home in front of their home crowd.
A one. Number 25 is on, and he'll take over on the mound in relief. Darren Norman will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run. Roller back to the mound. Barehanded at his knees. It's there. He got him. And that's a huge play to keep the leadoff man off base. Ready for another chance? Steve Fisher. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And he gets ahead with the curveball. Strike one.
Hey, I don't blame him right there. Giving up on that inside curveball, little front hipper. That's a tough pitch. You just can't figure out where the point of contact should be.
Behind 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Got him on the good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the second time tonight.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Hits the bottom of the strike zone here with the sinker. Strike one. 0-1. Here it comes. Popped him up. Hernandez is calling for it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. One. Jake Thompson will come out now and make his first. In a close game like this, you look for that one guy who produced when it mattered most, and this is the guy. He's our top player of the game. Number 25 takes the mound as he's been called upon to pitch. Yandy Diaz will come on defensively now as he takes over at second. Scotty Buck is going to be asked to get things going here as a lead off the top of the eighth. And a good fastball there, but this just misses the zone for ball one. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty D, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Very weakly on the ground. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes.
Hey, I'm biased to the hitter right now. Keep frustrating that pitcher. Foul 12 of these things off. He's going to miss over the heart of the plate at some point.
Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
He put up a pretty good battle at the plate right there. They finally get him on a 1-2 pitch, but you could see that he wasn't laying down without a fight. He really made the pitcher earn that strikeout.
Your attention, please. Been hitting for Detroit. Number 50, Michael Culver.
Right-hander against right-hander, as this is a ball 1-0. The 1-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike one.
Wow, that changeup is an absolute beaut. They call it the great equalizer for a reason.
And he's a little too high with that one. 2 balls and a strike. Now the 2-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike two. Here now the 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. Digging in to try it again, Jason Heck. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. And he misses inside with that one. Ball 1. Now the 1-0. Here's a high pop-up. Bird shading to his right, but it's the pitcher that makes the play. And the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. They hold it. Nick Pivetta enters from the pen to start the 9th inning, as he'll try to keep the score right where it is, heading to the 7-4 the final finish today. The Detroit Tigers posted a 3-run first to propel them to the win. Number 25 enters from the bullpen to do the pitching. Adam Eaton is up off the bench as he'll pinch hit here to start inning number 7. Breaking ball taken right down the middle. High pop-up. And the pinch hitter is retired here, 1 away. Anthony Santander will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. Good off-speed pitch had him out in front for strike 1. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Didn't get on top of the sinker at all. If that's what it was trying to be, it stayed high. Now the 1-1 pitch. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
He had some really good late action on that slider right there. It's hard to do anything with that pitch unless you're sitting on it and catch it out front before it breaks all the way in.
7th inning here at the ballpark. 4-2 our score. And another foul ball. The 1-2. Still a ball and 2 strikes. And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the 2nd out. Fred Davis will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. And now a swing and a miss, and that's what you call establishing the inside part of the plate. It's strike 1. High pop-up. Number 25 is there for it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Augustin Pineda will grab a bat and hit for a 1-run finish. 4-3 the final tally today. The Yanks led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Jordan